Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's episode of the Players NIL podcast. It's with great pleasure and excitement that I'm excited to have my guest today, and I want you all to meet the King of NIL, Raekwon Smith. Raekwon, aka Rabbit, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me on this great Friday.
Cool. Well, we're excited to have you, and we want to get right to what you're working on. But before that, as I tell my audience every week, we try to tell stories and bring people on that have benefited from their participation in athletics, from their interest in sports. That's what we're all about, is using athletics to better our lives and to better the lives of the people around us. And, I want to hear your story. So let's go back to your childhood, Richmond, Virginia, I believe. And,
Yes,
maybe the first team that you cheered for, the first game that you went to, or maybe you played catch with a neighbor or your father or your grandfather or his family member in the backyard. But when did you first learn what sports were? When did you first become a fan?
The crazy part is, though, my first sport I played was basketball. So the sport I played basketball because I just I feel like basketball was very easy, get the ball in the net, make the ball in the net. I didn't know too much about it, but then I tried another sport, football. I was fast. I seen that I could be good at this. Then I tried another sport, track. I said, there's somebody told me I could be good at this. So then, it got to the point where I was like, okay, what sport can I do in high school? It got to a point, my mom's like 5'5", dad like 5'4", I'm gonna start growing. I made a business decision early because I know we won't get that tall. So I said, okay, cool. I'm gonna play football. So I stuck with football. I started playing football, flag football when I was younger. Then from there, I just kept playing football. Got to middle school. My mom said, look, just go ahead and try for a track team, see what you can do and everything. I said, I don't really want to run track. Like, what am I running for? Like, what's the point of running? So then my seventh grade year, I just tried for the track team, see what I could do. I made a team. Then when I was just running against everybody, I was like, these dudes a little slow. But I'm beating them. I'm like, hold on, am I actually good at this, or these dudes is not that good? So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna take up a notch myself. Eighth grade, in Richmond, you could go to your high school and run like under the JV thing. So I said, okay, I'm going to the high school JV. So with that though, they don't give you transportation to get there. You gotta find a way. So I really want to do it. My mom was at work. I didn't drive. I was like 13 years old. I had to take like the Richmond bus, like the Metro bus, the city bus. That's called the city bus to get there. So I had to have a ticket, get a city bus, get to Holly Springs, walk there every day to get to practice because I wanted to be there. I would get there way early because school ends. Middle school ends around 3:30. High school ends around like 4 o'clock. So I'll get there early, just chill out to practice start. But I became one of the third fastest on the team.
So what were the teams that you cheered for growing up? Who was your football team?
Oh, my favorite football teams like Green and Yellow, Green Bay. I'm a Green Bay fan. The only reason I'm a Green Bay fan because my first team I played for was Chamberlain Packers. Packers, the same color as this. So Chamberlain Packers, Green Bay, your Eagles up. Playing basketball, my played basketball. My first time I played with was Dallas Mavs. So I'm like, okay, first team Mavs. With baseball, coming to baseball, like how I play a baseball team. But one day I saw Chicago Cubs. I rode with Chicago Cubs. So that's the three main teams that I like growing up.
Cool. So let me ask you something. When did you realize that you could use sports to maybe gain an advantage in high school or maybe even think about college? What was it that led you to believe that you could do something in college?
The crazy part is, though, I didn't. I was a troublemaker kid. Freshman, Virginia, a lot of people, they get in trouble. I was a trouble person. I was a teacher. As they say, I was a bad kid. And just growing up is like, dang, like, I don't want people to have that perspective of me, like, I'm a bad kid. I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that, because I just stay in trouble, do too much. So just growing from 8th grade to 9th grade, I just had a lot of mentors, a lot of people just come to me, just have my back and just let me know, like, you could do this, do that. If you just really just, calm down. You still have your fun because you're still a child, but calm down, just know what you can do right and wrong, and going to high school, I just learned to just block out people, I'm here to do what I need to do so I can be successful. So 9th and 10th grade, I was still getting up the little rush from middle school, still being got in trouble then and there. But in 11th grade, it really hit like, okay, I could be somebody, because 10th grade, that's when I first got my first interest in Virginia Tech. They took me out to the game, Clemson. I'm like, yo, like, this is lit. Like, and I'm here as a sophomore playing varsity. I'm like, okay, well, I might got a chance at this. Let me really tighten up and really know what I need to do. So 11th grade, 12th grade, I really grind football and track. I won 3 state championships in football, 2 state runner-ups in track. I finished out a good career at Holly Springs. I want to say 57 wins, 3 losses through my whole 4 years. So, to me, I feel like I was, the best running back, but, to other people got different perspectives, but film don't lie.
Yeah. But it's a great story. You realize that you could use sports to get opportunities. So you arrive at Norfolk State, you're a 2-sport star. I don't want to talk about your athletics anymore. I want to talk about you as a person. What have you learned since you went to college? And not just about name, image, and likeness, but tell me how you've grown. Tell me the things and the people you met that have helped you, and why are you different today than you were 2 years ago?
I came to college very, like, I'm that type of person. Like, I came in, I don't want you to worry about it. I came in very cocky. Like, I came in like, I'm that person. Like, I'm this and that. Just because of high school, I came in and all that. So I came in for like, I'm that person, this and that. But then I got hurt summer training. I went from being second string to last. And, that was like it really told me like, well, it's very a humble situation. Like, okay, I gotta be very humble about it, because I came back like this and look what happened. So that really told me, like, okay, I need to stop being humble and this and that. Then through the 6 weeks, I didn't play because I was hurt. I was just getting myself together, learning, being humble. And when I got my first game, I played against A&T, first carry, I took it for like 63 yards. I was mature. I did what I needed to do. And, what I learned was be humble. Like, people always say be humble and everything. I was the type of person that was very cocky, and I just learned how to be humble, because like people don't like cocky people. I'm very confident. I'm very confident in what I do now. I won't call it cocky. I will call it very confident, because I know I can do it. So that's how the two different things.
I think it's a great lesson. I think it's a great lesson to young people that have success early, and think that that's the way it's going to be for the rest of their life. They realize that you got to keep working, right? Mm-hmm. And you got to keep the grind on, as you said. And that you need other people, right? You need coaches, and in rehab, you need trainers and doctors, and that it's not all about you, right? That it's a group effort a lot of times. Of course, you're the star and you're the person that everyone's focused on, and you have to do the work, and people recognize that, So you're at Norfolk State, you're battling injuries, but you're continuing to do your academics. What are you studying in school, Raekwon?
I study mass communication. I switched my major 3 times. I was a sociology major freshman year. Sophomore year, I was a business manager major. Devil tools I did not like. Came up with mass communication. And that's probably the best decision I made for me and myself.
Good for you. All right, so now we get to talk about the King of NIL. Tell us about your journey in name, image, and likeness. Tell us how you started and when you first realized, oh, this is something I'm good at.
When it first started, July 1st, I can remember it was like yesterday, like it's 10 o'clock. I don't know nothing about this, because I'm at a small school. They haven't said nothing about no image and name and likeness. While other schools already got a 2 month, 3 months at advanced head, I'm over here searching 4 hours before it starts. What to do? So I was like, okay, I read on Google, read on Instagram, did a little research. Okay, marketing yourself, different companies, get paid, cool. Content, cool. Okay, I'm already doing that. I'm doing TikToks. Let's see what I can do out of this. So I made a format, said my name is Raekwon Smell, blah, 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 Norfolk State, running back from Richmond, Virginia. I will be a great partner or / sponsorship for you. Here's my contact information. Boom. I send it, I copy paste that, sent to 100 companies offer it. When 12 o'clock hit, sent to 100 companies July 1st. I woke up the next day around like 8 o'clock. Only 3 responded back, 2 rejections. One's approved by Smart Cups. Smart Cups is a cup that you put water inside, drink it, go to practice. So then I was like, okay, I got 1. And that first day, you got people getting canes, you got people getting all these big deals, the sweet tea company. A lot of people getting big deals. I'm like, dang, all these $1 million deals, this, that. I'm like, okay, well, I know I'm not getting that because I'm at a small school. So how many deals can I get together to make that money? So that's the mindset I was going with, and that's what I ran with. A few weeks later, I got an agent, Freddie Berry. He told me what he could do for me, how he could help me, how he can help me be more successful, and how I could help him be more successful just with the NIL. I took a chance on him. He's from Richmond, Virginia, and it's probably the best decision I made because after that, we took off in the East Bay, Champs, Body Armor, Crocs, Spike Ball, Boost Mobile, Shop Gold, 70 deals plus after that. And, you know, he don't get, I feel like I get all the credit, but he should get some credit too. I text him all the time, look, I won't be at this position without you either. So don't think nobody leaving y'all because I'm giving you credit no matter what because you deserve credit too. So that's how far I go.
Well, that's part of who you are. That's the humbleness, is knowing that you didn't do it by yourself. Don't forget the players NIL. We gave you a deal too. So you're in our corporate video. We love that. Yes. So how many deals do you have now?
75.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. Hopefully by next year it'll be at 100. Probably, maybe. We don't know. We're gonna see. Whatever we do, I got some plan for that. It's gonna be very big. But you know, like I said, we're taking it day by day, you know, not rushing it, letting it come.
Well, I'm not going to bet against you because you've exceeded expectations for the last several years, including back in your high school days. So you have this amazing journey. You use athletics to better your life. You get to college, name, image, and likeness falls out of the tree. We're all lucky that it happened. You take advantage of it, you know, better than almost anyone in the country. Give me a few lessons that you learned along the way to a young kid, maybe in high school, that wants to play sports in college, that thinks name, image, and likeness is something that they're interested in. Give us a few tidbits and words of advice from the grandfather of NIL, the king of NIL, Raekwon Smith.
The first advice, and this advice is number one, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Because when I was doing TikToks in the beginning of my freshman year of college, during the COVID year, people really hated it. They told me to stop. They was talking about me. People was just doing all the extra stuff about me. And it came to a point where I was about to stop because like, I don't want all this going on. I'm just trying to have fun. But then I had my people that I talk to every day at Norfolk State, and they just kept telling me like, stop listening to them. Like, we support you. That's all should matter because we support you. They're gonna support you later because then they're gonna see what's gonna happen if you keep going. And I kept going, you know, and I'm glad I listened because if I didn't listen, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know what platform I had. What I did about to stop. So that's the biggest one. Don't let anybody tell what you can do. Number two is just being yourself. You know, make content. Don't just be yourself. Make content. Don't let nobody tell you like, this basically calling the same to be yourself. Cause like I be myself all the time. Some people don't like being yourself because they scared that people gonna say stuff about you and everything. But it doesn't matter. As long as you're doing what you're doing, that you feel like it's comfortable and you feel like you like doing it, it shouldn't matter with nobody because you like doing it. It's your life. You should want to do it. Another thing is 24 hours. You don't get 24 hours in a day. Make the most of your 24 hours. Like that's the biggest thing because people always say, I ain't got that much time to do. I got much time to do. Yes, you do. You make time for what you want to do. Because I make time for everything: sports, fraternity, school, NIL, social life, my brother, my mom. Like I make time because I want to make time. So it would never come to excuse why I can't do this. I don't want to never use the excuse of saying I can't do this because I can do anything I want to do with my mind to it. So that's just what I go by. And the next thing is have a great social media platform. If your Instagram is it's a terrible name, switch it. Go in your bio, fix it up, put your name, what school you go to, make it look professional. So when somebody view your page, they're like, okay, you got this stuff together, have some good pictures and what you do. And the biggest thing is that Instagram name, like make sure people can find you easily. Like if your name, put your name. That's how put your name. Wherever your name is, put your name. Even if you can't put your real name, like your full name, try to find a name, put your like Ray or put Ray or Smith or R Smith or Quan. Try to put something that your name so people can find you easily. And that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I mean, great advice. And, you know, I love the tenacity. I love the fact that you don't let other people tell you what you can and can't do. And, you know, that's a great lesson and inspiration for our audience and the young kids out there that are trying to figure this out. And, you know, not everyone has a personality like you, right? So, you know, you're engaging. you're intelligent, you're humble, all of those things that make people interested in you, and you're authentic. I think that's the biggest word is, you're who you are, right? That's the best thing that you've done. But so the last question I have for you is, what's in the future? Where's Raekwon in 2 years from now, 3 years from now? What's your dream?
I will be graduating from Norfolk State spring/summer. I will have 2 years eligibility left. There we go. I will be going to grad school for my master's program for sports management. I haven't decided what school I'm going to, but wherever school I go to, they're gonna be lucky to have me. And I'm gonna play football. I'm gonna rock out. Do what I need to do? Have my pro day. Get my numbers. Hopefully, I make it for NFL team. Play NFL. Let the dream go, because that's the dream. That's a dream for me. If not, I got track. If not, I got bowling, because I like bowling. I'm very good at bowling.
Okay, there you go.
If not bowling, I have a career in businessman. I have a career of being an entrepreneur, business speaker, being an NIL advisor, being an NIL talker. It's positions that NIL people need at their school, so it comes together. I have a lot of experience, and I just turned 21, so I'm still growing and learning as it go on. So what the future holds for me is, I can't wait to see the future of me.
Yeah.
I don't like speaking in the future, but I can't wait to see, because it's gonna be very special, no matter what I do.
Well, like I said, I'm betting on you, man. I love the vision and think big, right? They have this phrase BHAG, BHAG. It stands for big, hairy, audacious goal. In other words, think big, right? Don't think small. Dream big, and it can happen. And you're a great example, Raekwon. I loved having you on the podcast today. I thank you for your time, and hopefully our audience enjoys your story. And I look forward to staying in contact and working with you in the future to bring your message to thousands of young people out there that we think we can help change their lives, and we'd love for you to be part of it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And everybody that's listening, if you want to shoot me a DM on Instagram, my name is RAYQUAN Smith. Twitter is rsmith24_. Just shoot me a DM. I'm gonna respond as fast as I can. It might be my request, but I'm gonna get back to it. And that's all. Don't be scared to ask a question, because I will respond. There's no such thing as a dumb question. So ask away.
Good. I love it. Great message. And thank you again.
Thank you.